Okay, I'll come right out and say it. My husband brushes his teeth maybe.
What does it say? I can't.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm not judging. We listen and we don't judge.
Oh.
My husband brushes his teeth maybe once a week. And it's created such an issue for us. I am a stay-at-home mom and I usually have on PJs most of the time and hair isn't done, etc. My husband is a very affectionate type. No matter what I'm wearing or how I smell, currently pregnant, he tells me he loves my smells and that I'm beautiful. Nothing stops him from showing his love and he's usually always talking very close to me. However, I stopped showing my love. I'm not him. And it's, she said, I'm not him.
Yes.
I'm not him. And it's become very difficult to express that love back when his breath is on 10. I have had talks with him about it, but he just tells me he knows he should be better, but brushing his teeth just isn't a top priority right now for him. He literally said focusing on paying our bills, putting food on our table, and preparing for our new child is what's on his mind. I just can't even begin to see how that makes sense. A clean smelling good man, my man, is sexy to me, and I don't believe I'm asking for too much. Girl, you ain't. Should I be more like him in accepting my spouse as they are and loving him no matter what, or just keep trying to fight this senseless battle?
Stop it. Get some help.
Sometimes we listen and we judge. This guy has said he don't think brushing his teeth needs to be a priority because he's got other things on his plate. Hey, what? Wow. So he don't mind bad breath on his plate. He don't mind bad breath. Wow, his breath must stink. Hey, I feel sorry for that woman. Listen, if you don't brush your teeth in the morning, like, there is such thing as morning breath. Imagine combined morning breath for days upon days upon days. And I bet he eats. Eating is probably a priority to him. I bet you. Sometimes when I hear things like this, I just think to myself, like, are people normal? Like, what the hell? That's crazy. Like, I think, yeah, no matter what you're doing in life, everything you do in life connects with the next thing and helps with the next thing and then the next thing. What I mean by that is, if you're going out to work to present yourself, you're gonna mix with people. I don't know what type of job he does, but a lot of jobs you mix with people. If you have bad breath, no one's gonna want to be around you. You're actually gonna be a hindrance. It can actually affect your work. The wife doesn't want to be around him. Look what she said. She said she doesn't want to be around him, basically. So this is obviously having an effect on his life more than he thinks. Do you know what I mean? And then if she wants to leave him now, I wouldn't even blame her. That's mad. How can you only brush your teeth once a week and use the excuse of your busy lifestyle? This is part of your lifestyle, because you know what? Let me tell you something. Once your teeth decay and once your teeth mash up, there will be no busy lifestyle. Toothache is the maddest pain ever. Trust me. Maddest pain ever. You will rot all your teeth. You will not be able to move. You will be homebound. Then you'll regret all the times you didn't brush your teeth. Yeah? That is crazy, man. There are mad people.
I have a son in his 20s, and this is a bar that he dropped on me, and it crushed me, but I needed that. He said, if you really loved me the way that you said you loved me, you would have taught me how to survive in the situations that you were afraid of killing me, instead of protecting me and not teaching me how to protect myself. And that is what happens when mothers think that they can raise men. We don't teach them how to protect themselves the way that a man teaches a man how to protect himself. What we do is we coddle them, and we become this wall of security that come crashing down when they get to smelling theyself and they in their 18s and 19s, and now he can't live in your house no more, and you send him out into the world unprotected, and that's why he resents you.
This is real talk, and I think there should actually be a healthy balance when it comes to raising a child. I believe a child, definitely a son and a daughter. But let's talk about son because his identity will be based on the man he is influenced by, basically. And if it's just a woman, he's going to have to find another influence outside of the home, or he's not going to have an identity or no one to look up to. But yeah, I do believe in a balance because I think what makes a well-rounded, wholesome man is the act of kindness, the act of love from a mother. And from a man, you can learn the act of discipline, respect, how to carry yourself. For a man, it's more about going out there and being able to face the world. Whereas from a woman, it's like going out there to love the world. And we could all benefit from that balance, having both experiences. Do you know what I mean? Um, so women that really think, if you really think you're doing your son a favor, maybe by either protecting him for the world, you're overprotecting him, you're not letting him go and experience things, yeah, and there ain't no man there, you're actually doing your child a disservice, and he's going to suffer later on in life. You may think it's all love, but if you really love your child, you would actually let them go and experience life. Like you will actually, no, I don't mean just let them go wayward or let them do what they want. I mean, you will let them learn and you will let them teach them how to protect themselves. A man is going to teach a son how to protect himself. It's kind of our nature. We're always thinking of these kind of things. So naturally, you're going to teach your son how to protect. Okay? Um, but I think if you don't even have that man, you have to be very, or if your son don't have a man in their life, because life is not perfect, things can happen. You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful about mollycoddling your child because they may even take it out on you later down the line. Do you know what I mean? Like, is some people think, oh, is they're doing something great by trying to control everything and making sure things don't happen. But the reality is, the world is not a nice place when none of us are protected in the world. So we're going to have to learn how to navigate in the uncertainty of the world. We're going to learn how to deal with difficult situations. We're going to have to learn to troubleshoot. We're going to have to learn to survive. And you can't do that if you're not exposed. You need to be exposed. You need to go out and learn. So, women, if you don't have a man that's even helping you with this, you need to let your child go. And obviously, like the small example I could use, right, is obviously if you have a child in the house, yeah, the main protection we need to do is make sure they don't kill themselves. Make sure they don't fall ill. Make sure there's anything that will have long term damage on them, we have to protect them from, right? But when a child falls over or when a child touches something and gets a reaction he don't like and it's not gonna scar him or anything, it's just gonna maybe give him a little bit of pain, it's good to let them explore and find out. I actually think if they want to mess around and find out, let them find out because sometimes they need to feel it themselves before they understand or before they listen. And that little example will take them a long way. Sometimes we'll guide them and let them go out and experience. Hopefully we pray and we hope that when they learn the consequences of an action, that it won't be too mad for them. It won't be something that's dangerous. It might be something that just shows them, okay, I don't even want to be involved with that or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I just believe that overprotection is actually doing a disservice. And those people that think, oh, I'm doing it because I love my kids, and I know it's called being possessive. It's called being a control freak. We can't control anything in this world. we think we do, but we have no control because something could happen, something bad could happen while the kid is in your possession. And then what? Do you get what I'm saying? So you just got to train them with the skills and the wits needed to survive the world. And that's what it is.
Love to be a stay-at-home mom. I would love to be a homemaker and a wife. I would love to be able to live on a homestead and go milk my cow and take the eggs out of the chicken coop and have one baby in the belly and on my hip and another toddler coming behind me. That's like my dream, but I can't fucking do that because the way the economy is set up is I'm forced to work. I'm forced to get an education, a higher education, a college degree in order to make enough money that I can be financially independent and afford my own home or my own rent or my own gas or my own groceries, my own insurance. And it's extremely difficult to do that. And it's very isolating as a woman when you have to do all of that all on your own and you can't find somebody that you can outsource some of those chores and financial responsibilities like you would with a spouse. So no, being a single working woman absolutely sucks. It's the worst thing ever. I hate it. I would go back to the 1950s in a second just so I wouldn't have to deal with this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And this is just the reality for most respectable women that live in our era. I'm going to try and stay away from the word modern, and I'm going to try and stay away from the word traditional, because people get offended by these terms, and it will seem like I'm just spewing the typical red pill conversation. But what I want to focus on is our natural gifts. What are natural gifts, you may ask? For a woman, I think it's a natural gift to be able to bear a child. It's a natural gift to be a nurturer. And even if you're not able to have a child of your own, just to be able to love, as I spoke on earlier, just being able to have that love and caring nature, yeah, it's a natural gift. And then for a man, you know, our natural gift is that we have testosterone. Yeah, we're usually physically stronger, we're built, we think with logic, and that is needed to go out and fetch the bacon. I know that we live in confusing times and goalposts get moved and people are slacking here and there and people are not able to meet up to their natural gifts. But these are the facts. These are what I call the natural gifts. And the reason why women will feel the way this woman does is because they are not living in their nature. They're living based on ideologies given to us by, let's say, feminists, by the system. I blame the system because she is right. The economy is mad. The economy is mad, and that drives up the prices to even live. Therefore, women are forced to also work. Do you know what I mean? And even though some women will act like they like it and are happy because, you know, we've got this concept of single independent lady and it's celebrated. The truth is, when all is said and done, they don't really like it. The only thing keeping those women going is maybe they've lived through some traumatic experiences that has forced them to adopt the mindset that they're better off alone. Either that, or they have parents or grandparents, mothers to be specific, or a grandma or an aunt, the women of the family, maybe family members, have drilled it into her brain that it's better to be a single independent lady because of maybe their traumas. Or last, social media, all these women screaming it, it sounds good, you know, but a lot of women do not want to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you strip it all away and you see that naked mind, that mind that's just a person that wants to be loved, that wants to be looked after, you will get the truth. And this is the truth here. It's just that not a lot of people are able to see it because of all the clouded judgment, because of how messed up this world is. But the truth is, the natural woman wants to be a woman, or wants to be a woman sharing her natural gifts to the world. I'm trying not to say traditional. But yeah, so this is just a sad reality, and I don't think it's all down to their mindsets or anything. I also think that a lot of men are not reliable anymore for them. A lot of men are not reliable. It's hard for them to put their confidence in a man to go out and get the bacon and hold down the family. Or maybe a lot of women have faced abuse because they have relied on a man. And now they're like, never again. It's sad how all of these things have made the world what it is today. And now you got a lot of women wearing a mask, going out to work, trying to live. Because the truth is, yeah, even if let's say they're in a good role at work and they're earning good money and they're bringing home the bacon, the truth is they also have to wear the hat of a mum when they have kids, or they have to choose not to have kids. Do you get what I'm saying? So they wear the and they wear the hat of a mum, and they got to wear the hat of a working person, and then they got to juggle all of that whilst looking after the house, whilst being a wife. It's a lot. It's too much stress, and no one should have to live like that. But the way this world is now, they're forced to live like that, and I think it's definitely. I spoke on the attack on the family structure in one of my recent videos, and this is just another example of that. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I understand, but just keep this in mind. This is how a lot of women secretly feel, and as much as I want to say, man, them, let's step up our game and take it back to the good old days, or you know, really show our natural gifts, it's also hard for a lot of men because the goalpost keeps getting moved. It's like the more money we earn, the more the price goes up when it comes to just normal living costs. And the truth is, the natural gift of a man, what men are willing to do, yeah, only 1% of men will be able to fulfill this so that they can actually retire their wife and tell their wife, listen, sit at home, you don't have to do nothing, I've got everything. Only like 1% of men can successfully do that and give her a good lifestyle. I mean, depending on the woman's standards, there are men that can do it, but you'll be living out of a sardine can. Do you know what I mean? So if you want a quality of life, you know, a decent house, only 1% of men in this world can really provide that without getting some help or some sort of input from the woman. That's what I believe. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's sad. Hopefully, I don't see things changing. What I see changing now is that there'll be less women wanting to get pregnant, and that's how they'll balance it. That's how they'll reason that it's better to not have any babies because I gotta work and all of that, and it's already happening. But you know, it is what it is. This is how it is. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.